No, okay lang ba ang vitamin C sa hyperacidity? You know what? I just read in a book today because that's my concern as well. For ascorbic acid, they were saying, it's bad for patient to have a hyperacidity. I was reading a book, I think a couple of days ago, and it was saying that vitamin C or ascorbic acid is actually good for patients who are very, very sensitive on the gastric area. Diba? O sabi nila, hindi ka daw pwede.
Daw ba ang maasim? Okay, they're asking if the sour is bad for people who have problems in the stomach. Okay, no, not really. It depends on someone. Like vitamin C, diba? They kept asking, like, especially ascorbic acid is bad for people who have duodenal ulcer or gastric ulcer. Apparently,
that's not what the science says. That's not what the science says.
Yeah.
That's been studied scientifically, and the studies have shown and demonstrated that it's good for that.
It's good for you. Okay, how many percent? If I'm not mistaken, 30%. Okay, of people who are taking vitamin C is actually improved. Okay, using your vitamin C. If you have problems with your ulcers, duodenal ulcer, yeah.
In fact, a quick question, Mom. When it comes to the body, if our body, we are missing the gene expression that allows us to produce vitamin C in the body. But if we were to produce vitamin C in our body like most every other animal on the planet does, what is the type of vitamin C that our body produces?
Ascorbic.
Ascorbic acid.
We are the only, we are the few people
one of very few creatures on the planet that does not produce vitamin C internally. And the creatures that do produce it, they produce in their body ascorbic acid. So when folks are trying to recommend, sodium ascorbate or all these different types of vitamin C's, you have to understand that the one that is produced in nature is ascorbic acid.
Yeah. So again, tayo lang po, as fish,
a fruit bat, very few
people who have lost that capacity to make vitamin C.
For example, your dog makes vitamin C, your cat makes vitamin C, your goat makes their own vitamin C in their body, cattle make their own vitamin C in the body. Yeah. But we basically lost that gene that does that, which is why we have to intake it. You have to take it in.
That's very important, the vitamin C. If there's one thing that, when we part ways today, if there's one thing that you have to look and you have to internalize, it's vitamin C. It's actually one of the, diba? There's even one, if you're in the group, the cancer patient support group, he was just taking vitamin C. It's Shanda Gohoy. Right? Hello, Shanda Gohoy. Like, he took a screenshot of his nephew who was taking the vitamin C. Diba nakita nyo, ang laki-laki? Yeah, no, it was a mass on the underneath the on the neck. And then he's just taking vitamin C, diba? Hi, Sir Rick Cantrell. Yeah, he's just taking vitamin C, and the lymphadenopathy is shrunk. So that's how important vitamin C is. So again, if we're gonna separate today, if there's one thing that you have to take in, it's vitamin C. It's very important for all of us. Actually, when we are stressed, our vitamin C we have to take in a lot of vitamin C. Like, if we are stressed.
I'll explain that. Like, for example, a 70-kilogram adult goat, they'll produce about 3.5 grams of vitamin C internally every day. If they are stressed out, and again, this is all in scientific studies, which we'll be putting on drfarrah.com, I believe, this next week. So when that adult goat is stressed out, it'll produce up to about 13 grams of vitamin C per day. So if it will normally produce 3.5 grams, it makes one wonder, why is our recommended daily allowance in the milligrams? If a goat will produce 3.5 grams per day, why, as humans, is our recommended allowance in milligrams?
Yes.
Food for thought.
And our vitamin C, the Dr. Farrah vitamin C has no fillers. Okay? Walang filler yan. So I think the best thing for everyone else is to take a pure dose of vitamin C. Yeah. Rick Cantrell said Dr. Pauling got the Nobel Prize for proving mega doses of vitamin C cures cancer. Yan sabi ni Sir Rick Cantrell. Dr. Rick Cantrell. Hello, Dr. Rick. I missed you already. Yan. Boston C. Ayan. So, everyone is asking about Boston C. Now, the dosage back then, it was 125 ml 3 times a day. Okay? Because it's in a liquid form. Right now, it's in a canister. It's in a powder form. Okay? So, back then, it's 125 ml. Right now, it's actually 1 teaspoon in, just dilute it in water. So, diba? Yeah, to taste. So, some of them, they have been asking me, Doctor, is it like in 1 cup, like 1/2 cup, 1/4 cup of water? Bahala ka na. It all depends on you, okay? 1 teaspoon, dilute it in water. So, bahala na po kayo. It's up to the client how they will prepare it. And then, the side effect again, makikita nyo na naman. So, minsan magtatai ka, you will have diarrhea, you will also have the same effect. For most of you who have tried the Boston C back then, it's actually the same.
Yeah, basically, what people don't know, what I've never actually said, is Boston C is actually a very scientifically tested mixture of 83 vitamins and minerals.
Okay.
Very dense. Very dense nutrients.
So, the next is your vitamin C, okay? Again, if you look at the label, you can see the recommended dose is only 1 grams per day. But I have always been an advocate of mega dosing of vitamin C. So, this is a suggestion for all of you. So, what is mega dosing vitamin C? It's around 5 grams up until 25 grams or 30 grams per day. Okay? So, makikita nyo.
Paris, California.
Yeah. So, makikita nyo, diba may mga teaspoon sila dyan. Makita nyo naman in the label, diba? So, you see that one teaspoon of vitamin C, it's equivalent to 5 grams. Okay? So, if it's 20 grams of vitamin C,
it would be about 4 teaspoons.
Okay. Again, ulit-ulitin nyo na lang. Just review this. Just do the replay of this video. Okay?
Which basically, since we had to start a new video, the watching and interacting with this video does not constitute or initiate a doctor-patient relationship with Dr. Farrah. The information being provided by Dr. Farrah should only be considered for education and entertainment purposes only. If you feel that anything you see or hear may be of value to you on this broadcast or on any website or other medium of any kind associated with Dr. Farrah, you are encouraged to and agree to consult with a licensed healthcare professional in your area to discuss it.
Okay, so that's it. Again, what will you feel if you have been taking mega dosing of vitamin C?
Loose bowels.
So you will have loose bowel movement. Okay, so magtatai po kayo. So when you come and then maybe you will be saying like, Doctor, bakit ako nagtatai? It's normal for people to have diarrhea, especially if you are on mega dosing of vitamin C. But if you ask me if vitamin C can cause any adverse reaction or any formation of stones, no, it doesn't. I have never demonstrated that in the 16 years ko. Huwag ko kayong magagalit sa akin. Kasi mamaya, most of you, they will be upset with me like, Doctora, why are you advocating vitamin C when you know it's bad for the kidneys? No, it's not bad for the kidneys.
I will say this right now. There is no single study in the history of medical literature that shows a causative effect of vitamin C in excessive dosage causing kidney stones. There's just not. A lot of people think there is, but there's not. I mean,
like Andrew Semmelweis, he was the one who advocated the washing of hands.
Yeah, he said us doctors should wash our hands. And instead of saying, that's a great idea, they beat him up, they threw him in a mental institution, and he died just a week or two later.
Yeah, but do not chastise me as well for advocating vitamin C because it's part of the Dr. Farrah protocol.
Which came as a result of the treatment of 150,000 patients.
You're right. So the vitamin C enhances the effect of Boston C. So we call that synergism.
Correct.
So if 1 + 1 is equal to 5, Yeah, that's how synergism is.
Mhm.
It's not 1 plus 1 is 2. No, it's 1 plus 1 equals to 5. So that's how synergism works.
Mhm.
Okay. Now the pixie dust. Okay.
First of all, make sure you say hello to Margie B.
Hi, Margie
And
B.
Glenda
Hi,
Victoria.
Steven.
Steven Anderson.
Yes. And Edwin Sol. So you see the pixie dust. Okay. Actually, 2 days ago, I went see a friend who was very, very sick, and she was sick for like 19 days.
19 days.
And
she was
wasn't
at home for 19 days.
she wasn't improving. So I told her, because since my products just came out, so I got her pixie dust. Okay.
Said
So,
you can try this.
and guess what? She was back to work in 2 days. For 19 days, she's very, very depressed. So after 2 days of taking pixie dust
And vitamin C.
and vitamin C, she was back in her work. So she was very, very happy.
Coincidence?
So,
Maybe.
so this one, the recommended dose, again, makikita nyo naman dyan diba? Recommended dose, okay? So 1/4 teaspoon 3 times a day. But I have used magnesium, this pixie dust. I have used it 1 teaspoon 3 times a day with no side effect. Okay, usually poops lang. Okay?
Loose bowels.
You will have loose bowels, but most of them, it didn't harm anyone. It was okay to take them. So again,
short term.
yeah, again, okay, to wrap this up with the Dr. Farrah protocol, you have to change your food, okay? Diet, that's very important. If you get it 50%, you're almost there, okay? And then you do the Boston C, the vitamin C, okay? Usually, that's the very basic of the Dr. Farrah protocol. Food, Boston C, and vitamin C. And then when it comes to a certain type of ailment, when I was in Phil, so what I was trying to tell them, like, you do your lab test after that. Yun ang ginagawa ko when I was in Phil, when I was consulting patients.